Back up top. Here's Lane Hudson. Hudson. He'll flip one across. Slafkovsky takes it high. Juraj Slafkovsky creates some space. Centering feed. Score! 100-point season for Nick Suzuki!
The start of the third, if it gets there.
Well, Hudson with it now. Good cross. Right out in front. Suzuki. Anderson with the same second chance. He bangs it home.
Here's Demidov. Drops it back for Slafkovsky. Steps in. Left side. Being tracked all the way back by Bozier. And they score. A backdoor.
Feeding in behind the net. And Slafkovsky there for the Canadians. Nips it in front of Bolduc. Scores.
Oh. Into the corner. Demidov back to work on the puck. He'll leave it. Slafkovsky. Watched by Makarov. Right in front. Oh, what a stick down in front. Thompson on the puck. Slafkovsky in the corner. Shakes off his check. From an knee in front. What a pass.
There was Frost who redirected that one. Caulfield gets it back.
Checking jumps on it. Drops it for Slafkovsky. But he was caught on the back check by Ketchy. Slafkovsky center.
Greaves will steer that down. Turnover in front. Caulfield. Oh, he missed. What a look. Just missed Slafkovsky. Juraj Slafkovsky back to work on the puck. Caulfield, one-time drive. And
The point keeps it in. Good hand-eye coordination. Simishev in the corner, pressured by Slafkovsky. Slafkovsky trying to move it to Caulfield. Caulfield bats it over to Slafkovsky.
Here's McDonough. Watch by Slafkovsky to steal. Slafkovsky, Caulfield. Sharp angle shot. Rebound. Suzuki in and out.
A lot of expectation from Big Kirby Doc, but just hasn't been able to stay healthy. That's tough.
Centering pass, and what a chance for Suzuki. Yeah, interesting conundrum for the Canadians in terms of the playoffs. Who will get the starts? There's an angle try.
Sabrango chips it over to Petrie. Hit by Slafkovsky. Right in front of the net. They score.
Nice by Jackeye. Puck comes to Slafkovsky. Now out for Gooley. Shot gets blocked. Kept alive by the Canadians. Caulfield scores.
Dobson up to center. Suzuki for Slafkovsky. Here I Slafkovsky back for Suzuki. Got it on net. Kemper with a save. Caulfield strips the puck. Played it for Slafkovsky. Suzuki scores!
Matheson pushes it forward. Juraj Slafkovsky over the attacking line. Passes across and fighting it off with Shilovs as Kapanen let it go. Then they score. Demidov. Half actually. Canadians keeping it at the line. Shea gets a stick from Dewar. Back door, they score. Quick passing and
Suzuki to Caulfield. Little pass to Hudson. Works it across. Slafkovsky backdoor score! Suzuki! Power play goal! Passes over. Slafkovsky moving in. Good stick though. Back in front. There's a shot from Demidov.
Batted out of midair. Matheson again. Off the skeet to Slafkovsky backdoor. And that one goes wide.
For teams tonight. Final stages of this power play. Slafkovsky delays. Centers. Oh, just one.
The way they're playing. In fact, he's not sure if the style of play has been sustainable, but big stop here.
For Slafkovsky to Demidov. Demidov. Slafkovsky in front. Caulfield. Suzuki over the line for Demidov. Demidov. Watched by Edmondson. Slafkovsky across. Wrist shot. Post. What? Shadowed by Caulfield. Suzuki broke that up. Slafkovsky. Backhand beat. Caulfield wrist shot. Oh, what a fight.
Slafkovsky can't handle that pass. Good stick by Myers. Slafkovsky will take it in. A quick shot off the
Back to the line. Hudson dishes off. Down low. Back in front.
He'll bat it to the corner. Slafkovsky has got it. Slafkovsky trying to win the battle with Misa and does. Caulfield up high. Goalie shot off the glove of Sorokin. Slafkovsky on the rebound. Back for Caulfield. Scores!
One. Zaka couldn't hold on to it. Slafkovsky out in front. It's backhanded. They score!
Carlson and Kreider will draw the helpers. And Anaheim has the fast start they thought they had had 5 minutes earlier. Now, Canadians get it right.
Up and Struble was the one keeping it alive. Now Slafkovsky with it. Looking for room. He'll feed Suzuki. Anderson.
Demidov shoots. Hit a body in front. Follow up. Suzuki stop. Rebound bouncing. Hudson's up top. Demidov collects the puck. Drops it off. Slafkovsky. Suzuki. Wrist shot. Couldn't.
To the top line again for the Canadians. Back out there. Out in front for Suzuki. He was in tight. And
At Madison Square Garden, Canadians on the power play. Slafkovsky across. And Caulfield.
Opposite side leg that Shesterkin makes the save. This thing is going.
Seconds left. Walking the line. Hudson right in front. Slafkovsky. The dish across. Wrist shot. In and out of the.
now back the other way come the Canadians. Suzuki slipped, but he got it ahead for Slafkovsky. Puck poked along the boards. Hudson at the point. Hands it over. Suzuki in front. Off the post.
Vancouver now pressed to get it out. Good work by Demidov. Slafkovsky. Ivan Demidov with a shot. Stopped. It's loose. Oh, what a set.
Here's Slafkovsky. Slafkovsky takes the puck wide. Centers it across. They score. Cole Caulfield. Well, a tap in. Goal.
Caulfield this time. He'll just quietly sift his way in. Everybody's watching. See, you got 3 or 4 guys all looking at Slafkovsky. Vasilevsky.
5 wins apiece since the new year. Suzuki. A step. Caulfield in. Wrist shot. Score. Magic at the buzzer.
Pass. Return pass in front, and Seneca couldn't get his stick free as Slafkovsky comes away with it and muscles it across the line to Suzuki. He scores! 66 points as a rookie defenseman. He's got it middle of the ice. He's going to drive to the high slot and score.
It's help from Dobson. Kapanen again greeted by Hronek. The Canadians attempt to reset the play and do. Here they come. Juraj, Slafkovsky. Ivan Demidov. Kapanen scores!
Here's Demidov looking for more with Slafkovsky. Demidov, Slafkovsky across. Shot. Oh, what a stop. Personnel out, so he'll curl around and then head off for a change himself. Slafkovsky back down.
Knocking in, but Thompson will spring Slafkovsky. In over the line, turns back, trying to fight off, sort of. Got it there. Rebound.
Slafkovsky read the play, got right in there, and disrupted any opportunity that might have ensued.
Here comes Caulfield moving in. On the backhand. Here's Demidov. Slafkovsky gave it back. One too many passes. Habs get the puck back. Caulfield. No!
Now Suzuki back up. Might be a 2-on-1. Here goes Slafkovsky moving in with Caulfield. Passes over.
Here's Hudson. To Caulfield. Slafkovsky back to Caulfield. Moves it up the boards. Hit by Green. Slafkovsky over to Suzuki. He's got Caulfield. 2-on-1. Suzuki shoots.
Knocked down, carried in by Slafkovsky. Suzuki, hold to corner.
Here comes Suzuki. Hands it off for Slafkovsky. Slafkovsky in front. Centered and Suzuki.
Mathieu Boldy. Hudson à Slafkovsky. Et ensuite à Gallagher, à Hudson qui est là devant le filet. Oh, et ensuite le tir de Suzuki.
Dug free by Montreal. Slafkovsky's away. Takes a look. Feeds it up ahead. Suzuki backhand, a weak one. Being served by Jackson Blake. Here's Slafkovsky. Suzuki, the tip on the pad. Rebound. Caulfield. Follow-up try.
Get into the corner. Long pass ahead for Slafkovsky. Slafkovsky carries it in. Give it to Suzuki. Away shooting out. And he'll skate it up to center. Suzuki over to Slafkovsky. Back to Caulfield with a tap kick.
Caulfield, dangling everybody, or Slafkovsky, although here he comes.
To the slot. Kapanen for a set. The front end of a back-to-back for both teams. Montreal and Washington tomorrow. Oliver Kapanen shot foul.
At center ice, Slafkovsky. Nice job to move it ahead. Demidov across. Kapanen, he scores a run. South Carolina will try to work this one in, but intercepted. And Slafkovsky drops this one back center cross. They score.
17-19 for Crosby career.
And the Canadians answer right back.
Right back in. Stetcher. McMahon was heading off and just jumped over the boards and avoided touching that puck. Slafkovsky down low. Scores! Another one.
Now Demidov will get to it. Ivan Demidov, a lead pass. Slafkovsky. He'll go wide in front. Loose.
Down and out, Dobish able to keep it out. And Landeskog's stick shattered. He tried to deflect in front. Here's Demidov dropping it back. Spin around with Slafkovsky. Cutting it across.